The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Episode number 197. Abby Speaks Her Mind. Abby looked at the camera and raised her voice.
There are 5 million years for our children and all life to explore and evolve and grow up to unite heaven and earth. This is a way we can look at the universe. Our civilization has lost its way and taken devastating wrong turns. But there is hope. Our spiritual traditions need to help with the rescue. Young people want to know, what kind of world are they inheriting? Are we destroying the world God has given us? Or can we grow up to our responsibility and pass along God's gift to the life of the future?
Abby rose for another glass of water and returned.
You know, we may have to split this interview in two, because there's so much to say and may not be the way people are used to thinking.
We're more than willing.
And I want to thank you and all your readers and listeners for the chance to speak.
Sara looked at the camera and declared,
Ladies and gentlemen, all of you out there watching and listening to us, let me thank Abby Chapman for giving us her time and thoughts today. And let me announce that this is To Be Continued. Part 1, a story we've just begun. Thank you so much for listening, reading, or watching us. We hope to see you soon.
Sara and Abby looked at each other in shock. They had not expected the interview to go in this direction. Sara was very excited, but unsure of her boss's reaction. Abby was altogether pessimistic about anyone's reaction. She spoke to Sara as the staff were organizing the equipment.
I know that was unacceptable. I'll understand if Freddie Baez decides to bury it 6 feet under.
But Sara was not so sure.
Whatever Freddie thinks of it, I think it was fabulous. Yes, it sounds kind of bizarre, but really, I think it's well worth saying.
At least I found a good way to avoid talking about other people and things I'm not ready to talk about. Sara, can we play the tape for Sule and Stephanie, and especially for Reverend Tuck? I really can't approve anything without Tuck's permission.
Sara's eyes were wide with surprise.
Yeah, I understand. You sure took some liberties speaking for Tuck. But Freddie will have to see this video first, and he will decide what to release to the public. Then he'll ask for permission from you and Tuck. Freddie and an editor will look at this today. In 5 minutes, in fact. I'll email it, and I'll have to appear in person at the office.
I understand.
In Abby's mind, it hardly mattered. She didn't think Freddie would like it. She hadn't provided any newsworthy facts or gossip, and she hadn't satisfied anyone's curiosity. If by some chance Freddie did want to publish it, Tuck would probably veto it. She felt that she had put him in a dangerous, controversial corner by coming out with all this theology. It clearly was not her prerogative to speak for the church, and Tuck had way more than his share of problems already.
The bishop will have to approve it as well. In fact, I've become his spokesperson. I've been outrageously presumptuous. This is hopeless.
Tuck let them in the side door. Sara said she would get him a copy for his approval soon, and hurried off with her technicians. Abby was thinking,
Can't keep the boss waiting.
Tuck looked at Abby and raised his eyebrows.
So?
Abby shrugged and said she had followed his advice, but had no idea what anyone would think.
But you have full veto powers, so don't worry. You can easily kill the whole thing. I won't be offended.
Tuck headed back upstairs with no idea how Abby had managed the interview. Meanwhile, Sule and Stephanie were chatting in the corner about their plans for the coming Saturday in Evansville. Abby joined them and learned that Stephanie had already spoken to Phoebe and Lewis. Stephanie would join Lewis and Sule with the soccer group, and Phoebe would attend the morning rally. Stephanie and Sule had clearly hit it off and were planning to introduce the group to college soccer coaches and get a tour of the Evansville campus. Abby was pleased that her suggestion was working out, but suddenly the conversation took a new turn.
We're glad to help with the soccer teams, but we're interested in politics too.
Yeah, we both wanted to attend the rally, but we'll make a sacrifice for the group. We understand.
You should know, however, we're both joining the Evansville Students Against Fossil Fuels, and we'll be going to other rallies as well. And perhaps we can bring college students to Middletown for a rally in the churchyard. We want to put pressure on the church trustees and the bishop.
Abby was thinking that the combination of Stephanie and Sule might turn out to be rather explosive, something she hadn't foreseen.
We've got the mountains and hills for company. We've got the clouds and the storms and a billion stars to see. We've got the rain and streams and rivers and the sea. And with the children running round us, it's heaven all for free. It's heaven all for free, right here and right now. It happens all around us, no one knows how. It may take a million years to build the house of God. We can start right here. We can start right now. We can start right here. We can start right now.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into this sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.